pronounce your name.
Hello, Brenda. Welcome with us today. Could you give us a brief about yourself? When will you sit for the exam and so on?
Well, yes. Hi, nice to meet you, Nour. This is my first time with you here, so thank you so much for being here. My name is Brenda Brassette, and I have done the CELPEEP and the IELTS a couple of times. It was okay, but my focus now is to improve my writing, and I need to do the test again because my test expired. It's been more than a year that I did it, so it's time for me to do it again.
Okay.
Um, I want to do it for PR purposes, so I really would like to get a good note on that.
Great. So now you are in Canada, as I understand.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Where have you been before?
Well, I have lived in the USA. I lived there for about 12 years. It was a great experience. And then after that, I moved to Brazil. And then I learned Portuguese because I didn't know Portuguese. So that's another language that I'm practicing and having some fun with it. But it's always been in my heart to improve English, and because I need to do the test, I need to refine some of my writing styles and then just get focused on structure and things like that.
Great. Let's start with our first question. How does fear of failure affect your writing motivation?
The fear of failure. It does because it is hard to know what you're going to be great on. It's not easy feedback. Actually, you don't get a lot of feedback with either of these tests. So it is just hard to know exactly what kind of criteria, even though there are some guidelines, but then you don't really get personalized feedback. So it's always that fear of the unknown.
No.
So yes, there's something about that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, the next question. How would knowing the conventions of the IELTS essay, okay, essay writing help you improve?
Oh well, they will definitely improve if I would know more of that, like that criteria, like I said. So it will definitely lower the anxiety and help just focus on what it is actually expected.
Oh, yeah, okay. Is it difficult to kickstart your brain into writing?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not per se a writing person, so yes, it is. It's so much easier to speak casually, but when it comes to write, specifically with those questions like arguments or disadvantage, advantage, opinions, agree or disagree, or contrast. It's just discussion or solutions. Then it kind of it needs to have more planning depending on what it is. So you really need to make a strategy or strategize. So that's where we need to plan more.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, the next question. Do you think planning your ideas before writing can help you write better?
Oh, definitely. I think it's not even like a could or can. I think you should. It is a must to do that because otherwise you really get lost. And there's not a lot of time. So you really have limited time. So I
Mhm.
think some of that time should be spent for planning because otherwise you just get lost, and then there is the timing factor and the countdown, and then you just lose it. So it's not a lot of time to play with it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like my advice is always like, practice makes perfect. Like it helps your mind improve, it helps your skills get faster. So with practice, like in the exam, like you have been through this experience a lot before with practice. So it makes it
Yeah.
a lot easier in the exam. Okay. The next question. Do you think that
Yeah.
you lack confidence in writing? What do you need to know to overcome this lack of confidence?
I think, like you said, practice. I think it's just practice and feedback and practice, and then perhaps learning a little bit more vocabulary and a little bit more structure to make it more refined.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So,
Okay, let me ask you another question. Like if you submit your, for example, your writings to me and then I gave you some kind of feedback, then it becomes a little positive and then more positive. Do you think this will help you like embrace the writing process better?
Yeah, definitely will increase my confidence,
Hmm.
and it will help me to pinpoint my weaknesses and work on them.
Perfect. The next question. How does knowing about the subject matter of the essay help you start?
It is nice to know about the subject. I think you feel more comfortable. However, I think we can't never know every concept or every subject.
Sure.
So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we can just make up answers. So it doesn't really matter if you know the topic, as long as you can make it up in a congruent way,
Yeah.
and it makes sense, then you're okay. So you really don't have to be knowledgeable about every topic, as long as you just put it in a logic sense, and then you put arguments to your answers, then that's all you need.
Yeah, it's more about the skill, the style, but generally you need like sometimes you need also deep ideas or a
Yeah.
wide range of language and ideas to be able to tackle these different questions. Okay, the next question. Are you aware of the writer's block?
The writers what?
Block.
Block? They're like a blockage?
Yeah, like a blockage, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like a freeze, like a brain freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. I don't think it has happened to me, but I'm aware that could happen.
Yeah. Surely it happens, especially with beginner writers. You know, like you need to get your mind into this process. And this comes with a
Yeah,
lot of friendly practice in the beginning.
yeah.
Okay, next question. How being source heavy or how can being source heavy help you through writing?
Can you repeat that? How could what being what
Source
resourceful?
heavy, like you have a lot of resources and you have a lot of knowledge and ideas reading.
Yes, that should help. I think
Mhm.
that should help because I mean, usually those articles are very well written, so you would have like train your mind to talk that way, to receive information that way, and they present arguments, they present solutions, they present a conclusion, and sometimes even a theory. So then you kind of train yourself to read and talk along those lines. So I think it would help too.
Okay, the next question. Do you think you have a lack of productivity?
Um, I mean, it could be in certain areas. I think I need to focus on that, and just right now, recently, I've been focusing on that. So I think that the more you have resources, the more able you are to be productive.
Yeah, okay, let me ask you a new question. Like now, as I can see, like your speaking skill is quite developed, it's quite advanced. Okay,
Yeah,
so do you think with practice, your writing skill can reach the similar levels?
yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it's not the problem for me. It's not the problem of not knowing the vocabulary or not knowing the grammar. I think I have a good handle on that. I think my main issue is to put it in the right structure and strategize for what to be coherent. So that's, to me, those are, I already know that's my weakness, to be able to strategize, plan, and then put it all together in the formats, in the different formats depending on the question, and so that I don't get lost, because I
Mhm.
could get lost.
Yeah,
But
I
of course,
totally.
there's always, there's always an improvement being a second language, not a native language. English is not my native language, so there's always room for improvement, and I'm not perfect. I'm learning like everybody else.
Yeah, what's your native language?
Spanish.
Oh, yeah, okay. Buonasera or buonaveno? Buonaveno?
Buenos dias.
I am not
Buenas
even a
tardes.
beginner.
What did you want to say? Welcome? Oh,
Welcome,
good
yes.
night. Oh,
Something.
welcome. Bienvenido. Okay, bienvenido.
Bienvenido. Okay, yeah, another question here. Yeah, it's a very important question. Now you
Yeah,
have been like living in America and in Canada for some time,
yes,
but other people haven't and they don't have the chance to come to these countries.
yes.
Do you think it's like, like it helps your language to develop faster while you are living there, or like people who haven't been to these places can develop their language as much?
Yeah, they can develop the language as much as possible. It is you have to be intentional. So before I came or had the opportunity to go to the US, I was watching always movies, English, speaking movies. I would be singing in English. I would be talking. I would be taking classes. I would be having PayPal friends. I would, it's just like the whole try to immerse myself.
Mm-hmm.
Then what it helped that I also went to a school that it was bilingual. So in my school, I also took like math in English, like spelling, grammar in English. So it was always part of my life. Then now I have more of a opportunity to, be immersed. But even before that, I did find opportunities to be immersed.
Okay, one question that is not related to English, it's related to Spanish. Okay, like okay,
Yeah.
if someone wants to learn Spanish, what's your advice? I mean,
Same thing.
what are the main difficulties, the main advantages, the easiest points, the difficult points, how to learn
I
generally?
Yeah, I think it is the same. The same advices that go for English is the same for Spanish. Just get immersed. Try to find any opportunity to learn that. Now with Spanish, the grammar is trickier. It's more complicated than English. English grammar is very easy, I think. So with Spanish, you really would like to have some course or some tutors or something because Spanish, it is more complicated.
Okay, last question. Who is your favorite football player, as long as you come from Spain or your language is Spanish? Ronaldo or Messi?
Ronaldo.
Ah, because he speaks your language?
I well, actually, Ronaldo, I think he's a Brazilian, isn't he?
No, he is a
So
Portuguese.
yeah, Portuguese. So I don't know. I think he's just more well suited, and I like how he plays and the personality. So, anyways.
Okay. Okay, do you know about Muhammad Salah? Like he's a famous Egyptian player now?
No, I don't. I don't follow much soccer, so but you can tell me.
Yeah,
What
like
is it?
he plays for Liverpool. They won the Champions League last year, I think.
Oh, what is his name again?
Muhammad Salah. Mo
Mohamed
Salah.
Salah.
Mo Salah.
Oh, Mo Salah.
Yeah, he
Hmm,
plays for Liverpool.
cool. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. That's your
let's go.
homework for next time, okay?
Yeah, that would be my homework to follow him.
Okay, it has been great to talk to you, Brenda. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for
Okay,
this.
and we will
I hope,
follow through your writing progress, okay?
yes, I would love to get your help. I really would like
Sure.
to get some feedback so that I can start really getting on task.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank
Can
you.
you say
Okay.
something in Spanish?
Hasta luego, amigos. Estudien
Perfect.
mucho. Échenme porras. Deseenme
Perfect.
suerte para el examen. Okay,
That,
yes, I was just
you,
asking for them to cheer me up so that I can pass the test.
okay. Very
Anyways,
good. Thank you, Brenda.
yeah,
Bye.
bye.